What's up, y'all? It's Chastin J Miles, and in this video I'm going to give you the formula to figure out what you need to do to make $100,000 as a real estate agent. So we're going to span this out over a year. I'm going to show you exactly how to calculate these numbers so that you can have a more predictable business and you can know exactly what you need to do in order to make $100,000 or six figures as a real estate agent. Now, before I get into it, I want you to feel free to change any of these numbers to make it work for whatever your goal is and whatever your market looks like. So if you want to do this for 200, 250, 300, feel free. It's going to be the same formula. We're going to calculate it down. I have my board here, and you're going to know exactly what you need to do so that you can make $100,000 or six figures or more as a real estate agent. Alright, so first we're going to start with our big number of $100,000. Now, I'm talking about $100,000 gross. This is different from net. Here's the difference. Gross is the amount of income generated to you. Net, when you calculate that net number, you're going to take out like for your taxes and your expenses and all of that kind of stuff. So you can do that before. It's just going to be a little bit of working backwards, but I'm just going to use that baseline of $100,000 and then, you know, again, subtract whatever you want for taxes, whatever your percentage is that you want to put aside for taxes, and then whatever kind of expenses that you're going to have for your business, you can go ahead and subtract that, and that'll give you pretty much that net number, and you can use that. But again, I'm going to use $100,000 gross. Let's start with that $100,000, right? So I have our $100,000. Now, where I live, the average commission is 3% on a sale. So 3% to the buyer, 3% to the seller's agent. Typically, we're just representing one side, and so we get 3% of that sale. Now, for your market, it may be different. You may get 2.5% or 2%, 1%. Hopefully, it's not 1%, but we're gonna divide that number, that percentage, into 100,000. So on this next blank, I'm gonna write 3%. I'm going to divide that 3% into 100,000. That's going to give me the sales volume number, so the production number that I need to hit. So for me, that's gonna be 3,333,000. So 3,333,333. So that's the amount of sales volume that I need to do. So I need to sell this amount worth of real estate in order to make that just on the commission. I sell this amount, I get paid my 3%, that's gonna give me $100,000. Okay, now that's the simple formula for that. So you can play around with these numbers, but I wanna take it even further because I wanna take it to the place where you know exactly what you need to do to even hit that number. We're gonna take our production number of a little over 3 million, so $3,333,000. And with that number, I'm going to divide that by my average sales price. Your average sales price is essentially what are homes selling for in your area? What is the average price per homes? Now, you can go on and just do a quick Google search and type in average price of homes in Dallas, and it'll give you a number. You can type it in for your area, it'll give you a number. If you want to get even deeper than that, if you have a specific area that you want to work in, you can work those numbers, but you just want to get that average. So here, I'm going to say that our average is $275,000 right now. Our average, $275,000. So now I'm going to divide that number into the sales volume number that I need to do. That's going to give me the amount of transactions that I need to close to hit this number. Okay, so when I divide that number, I get, and I'm just going to use whole numbers for these, even if there's decimals, you know, you can round up or round down, but that's going to give me 12 transactions. So I need to do 12 deals with an average price point of $275,000 to hit my sales volume of $3,333,000 to get that percentage of 3% on that to hit that $100,000. So are you following me? We're basically just kind of working backwards. to get that number. We're gonna get down, you see I have more lines here, so I'm gonna really drill deep into this. So we need to do 12 transactions, right? How do I know how many appointments I need to go on, how many people I need to call, all that kind of stuff? That's what we're gonna figure out right now. So a number that we're gonna need to go deeper than this is we need a conversion value. Here's the most simplest way that I can describe this. You know that you're not gonna sell every house that you put on the market or every buyer that you work with. You're not gonna get every appointment. You're not going to get a yes from everybody that you talk to. So we have a certain percentage of how many people are gonna say yes, how many homes are gonna sell, how many this is gonna happen. It's gonna be different for everybody. You know, if you're really good, it could be like 90% of the homes you put on the market sell, 90% of the people that you cold call invite you for an appointment, 90% of the leads that you get actually close. That's not really realistic, so I'm gonna use just like a baseline number. You can use this number for yourself even if you're new or if you've been in the business for a while. I'm gonna use the conversion rate of 70%. 70% is gonna be my conversion rate. That means 70% of the homes that I put on the market are gonna sell. 70% of the appointments I go on, I'm gonna end up listing. When I work backwards with this 70%, I know how many properties I need to sell. I know how many homes I need to sell. How many clients do I need to get? That's the number that we're gonna figure out next. I'm gonna take this 12 and divide that 12 by the 70%, or I'm gonna figure out amount of clients that I need to get. When I do that calculation, I get 17. So for this example, it's basically saying 17 clients, right? I'm gonna get 17 listings, 12 of them are gonna sell. And that's kinda normal. In this market these days, everything is selling. Most times when it's a normal market, not every home you put on the market is gonna sell for one reason or another. There may be somebody who changes their mind and wants to take their home off the market, or maybe they can't afford to sell, or you know, it could be anything. But we got 70%, so we need 17 clients. So we know we need 17 clients. How many appointments do we have to go on? How many people do we have to actually sit in front of and tell them how we can help them? We're gonna need a conversion rate for that, right? So now we're talking about the conversion rate of how many people I sit face to face with that become a client. I'm gonna use the same number for that. I'm gonna use 70%. So now I'm taking that 70%, I'm dividing that 70% into that 17, and that's gonna give me 24. I need to sit face to face with 24 people. Out of those 24, 17 are gonna tell me yes. Out of those 17, 12 of them, I'm actually going to sell them a property. I'm gonna sell them a property at $275,000, which is gonna give me a sales volume. When I multiply that sales volume by my commission percentage, now I have my income number, okay? But we're not done yet. I have one more blank, right? Those 24 people that I sit in front of, how many people do I have to do every single month, right? There's 12 months in a year. We all know that. I want to break this down even deeper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide this number by the total amount of months. That's going to give me 2. Now, if we work this whole thing back, I need to meet with 2 people every month, okay? That's going to give me 24 people who say yes, who want to work with me. Then that's going to let me sell 17 properties. So I'm going to sell 17 properties, whether listings or buyers. Okay, so to wrap it all up, I need to go on 2 appointments a month. Right? I need to meet with 2 people, going on 2 appointments, whether they're listings or buyers, and that's going to give me 24 actual clients within the year, okay? So out of those 24 clients, 17 of them, so to wrap it all up, I need to go on 2 appointments per month. That's gonna give me a total of 24 appointments for the whole year. Out of those 24 appointments, 17 of those people are gonna become my client. We're gonna start working together. Out of those 17 17. 12 of them will lead to a successful sale. So I'm going to either sell their house, putting it on the market, or they're going to buy a house from me. With my average price point of $275,000 in my market, that's going to give me a sales volume $3,333,333. Multiplied by the average commission that I get, which is 3%, that will yield me $100,000 in income. That is the breakdown that you want to do to figure out how much you need to sell, how many people you need to meet with, how many appointments you need to go on to make $100,000 a year. Do me a favor, hit that like button at the bottom of this video if you found this valuable. And as always, please subscribe. I would love to have you a part of my real estate community. Thank you for watching, and I hope that this helps.